waiting on this log truck to show up here at the house. We should be having another one here, F-15s. We came home, this guy took his truck over to a tire shop to get some tires, and they've been dragging their feet over there, so we're waiting on him to get here. Anyway, I thought I'd get my camera and shoot a quick shot of that F-15 coming in for a landing. There, he's banking, he's taking back off, coming back around for another pass. They had a formation of 4 they were flying in, and they came over the top of us in formation here, heading towards the south, and then they peeled off one at a time and landed, but I don't know if he was a little bit too close in the formation or didn't peel off, you know, peeled off too soon. That way he brought them too close together when they were landing. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's got his landing gear back down now. He'll make a loop back around here and come in it again. I haven't seen him fly in formation like that in a long time. Very rarely do you see them do that. Usually they'll just fly off, take off 2 at a time, and they'll go fly around and do their training, and they'll come back. This is a National Air Guard base over here. Here he comes again. Daisy and Duke, they're pretty well used to the planes flying. There he is right here. Hey guys, so what the hell's leaking here? I think it needs a hose here or something. Anyway, went over to Pape Kenworth there and talked to my buddy Joe, and we got the filter. Got the filter and the blow-by sensor for this truck. Okay, so good way to check. The wiring on these plugs will go bad. It'll break in the plug and you won't know it. But an easy way to tell, to eliminate the possibility of the wiring being bad, is real simple. If you've got your Insight or your Texa unit hooked to it, for instance, this one's throwing the code that the sensor is shorted to ground is the code that it's throwing, or voltage low or sensor shorted to ground. So when I unplug this, that code goes away, and then it just gives me a open circuit code. So that's one way to really tell. If you unplug that and it's still throwing the shorted to ground problem, then you've got a short to ground either in the wiring harness or something in your ECM. So that was just the easiest way for me to tell. So let's change this sensor out, because I know the sensor's bad. Then we'll hook the Texa unit up to it and clear the code. And then we'll get busy beating the shit out of the Kingpin and getting that out. I sure hope it doesn't come out like I did the driver's side here, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I had such a hard time that I ran out of time on that weekend to do it for him so he could get back in the woods on the Monday. The other thing I got was the updated crankcase sensor, or pressure filter. Oh, come on. It's not cooperating with me. There we go. This is the lifetime filter. I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute. It's a pretty common thing for these wires on this plug-in to go bad too. Comes as a little repair kit for the plug-ins on them. Okay, so he's popped in there. Let's get our texa unit. And she's trying to do updates on me here. I don't need that right now. I can't read what it says. Too much light here. Let's get her back over here by the truck. The shade there where I can read that before I push a button that I don't know what the hell I pushed. Install later. It's trying to do an update. We'll install later. Plug this into the pass-through unit. Plug the key in. Okay. Let's go to why. Oh, must have scrolled down somehow. My, huh. Little mouse still be kind of goofy on me there. Let's go American Heavy Duty and Bus. Let's go to K for Kenworth. It's going to be Cummins. And we'll go to diesel injection. And that first one, it says EPA 07-1013. This is a CM871 engine. It just has a DPF filter and a diesel oxidation catalyst. It does not have the selective catalyst reductant, or commonly referred to as the SCR. And if you got one of these texa units, you won't be in demo mode. Demo mode's only for dealers. So you'll just have the self-diagnostic mode. Okay, let's see if she'll start communicating. You'll know it'll start flashing red here, and then this green light will start blinking. That means it's communicating with the ECU. And it should start doing a count up. And the check engine light should be on. And we'll see if plugging the new sensor in got rid of the... it should be amber. It shouldn't be red. It shouldn't be active now. If all goes well. Because I couldn't clear it yesterday because it was an active fault code. Okay. We're going to do some waiting. I noticed that the terminals were spread pretty bad on that thing too. I'm wondering if they're not making very good contact as well. Clearing done, turn on the ignition, press confirm. We might still have a problem here with the wiring. Them terminals look really spread out to me. Exhaust pressure. So we got rid of the crankcase pressure circuit voltage below minimum threshold or short circuit to ground. Exhaust pressure sensor circuit. Exhaust pressure sensor circuit voltage below threshold. There's another one that's okay. So that was not there yesterday. Well, exhaust pressure sensor circuit voltage That would be this one over here. So let's check and see. Let's unplug it. So he's got more than one problem here. Okay, let's go check and see our code. See if we get another code. See if we can refresh it. We took care of the crankcase pressure sensor fault. We got another code. Let's go back. Might have to go back into. Let's in communication with it. Cycle the key. I'll check my voltage too. Come on, baby. There she goes. Let's see if we get like a, it's probably gonna just, let's see here. I need to put the new updated filter. While that's uploading again, let's get this straightened out. Oops. Supposed to be, I'm gonna zip tie. They had that just loose there. That needs to be zip tied to that. Here's the updated lifetime filter for these. There really isn't one in there, which is, it's just gonna go back in here into this tube and go back into the engine block when it drains. So I don't really understand the whole purpose of having that filter in there anyway. That will be the updated filter element for that. Okay, exhaust pressure sensor circuit below minimum, threshold, short circuit to ground. 2374, PID 131. Yellow warning lamp. Okay. Oh, I don't want it in communication. No. Okay, I confirm that. Alright, so we need to get a meter and let's check our voltage on this exhaust pressure sensor right here. I might have to call them before they close up there and see if they've got one. See if we got a ground and signal return and all that good stuff. And my meter's not turning on. I probably got a bad. Oh, that's wonderful, huh? There we go. My battery's getting low. So let's see here. What do we got? Let's put this camera up here on the valve cover. Nothing there. Okay, so I got 5-volt reference there. So let's go continuity. See if we got a ground. middle pin is not the ground. Oh, I don't have a ground there either. What the hell, huh? Do I lose my ground? Check her count. The meter's working. Maybe we've lost the ground of this. Oh, obviously that's not grounding through that front cover bolt. Come over here, I get a ground. So the middle pin's going to be the ground. And the outside pin is going to be the signal return. So, I mean, the only thing that's questionable is the signal return line, but okay. Get an exhaust gas pressure sensor. More than likely, that's the problem. Count one. Okay, let me call them and get one of those. Okay guys, we ran back over there and got an exhaust gas pressure sensor, and now you can see that the light is amber. That means she is good to go. It should clear now. And I don't want your Dell update. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the key off. I screwed that up. And that'll probably pretty much take care of all his sensor problems. But you'll notice that he's got a hell of a... He's going to have, I can guarantee you that he's going to have some intermittent codes coming on. These things almost got to be perfect. See that broken exhaust manifold bolt there? And it's been leaking too. So if you don't get the right amount of exhaust gas reading into this back pressure sensor here, it'll throw intermittent or erratic codes all the time, which can affect your regen. He needs to fix it, but he doesn't want to fix it right now. So what do? You just got to tell him. Clearing done. I don't think he wants to be down for a day. Press, okay, turn the ignition on. Let's start this thing. And we shouldn't have, oh look at that, no check engine light now. Okay, it's green now, which means it's cleared. We're good to go. Now we're gonna shut her down and let her run for a little bit here. Get this tire off and do this Kingpin. Well guys, we're doing a forced regen on this thing. Got the wheel off, start doing this Kingpin. Got her blocked up under the axle there. Always a good idea to do a forced regen just to make sure all this stuff's gonna work right. Make sure she's coming up. Communication interrupted. Well, shit, that's no good. I left it and something happened. I'm not turning the key to stop. Let's see if it'll reestablish this way or if I'm gonna get the back car out of it and start over. I'm not gonna turn the key to stop in the middle of a regen. percentage and it'll hang up and you'll have to do it a couple times. I don't know if it's the software for texa or if it's the Kingpin software on the ECU or ECM. It's already hot out here doing this regen. Just all that heat radiating off this exhaust, boy, it sure makes it hot. Okay, so that's going to kick us out of that part. Let's go to the parameters, see what our exhaust gas temperatures are. Okay, there's our exhaust gas temperature sensor upstream. So, the exhaust gas temperature upstream of oxidation catalyst is 577. Upstream of the particulate filter is 1045 degrees. Temperature after the particulate filter is 1033 degrees. Usually if you get one that's really hot, if it's regen, and it's really, really hot, on the upstream of the filter side, and then on the after the particulate filter, if it's really cold, I mean, I've had them where they were a couple hundred degrees colder, you know the filter's plugged up. So it looks like it's going to regen. We'll just let it go through its cycle. Okay, so we got the wedge pins out. Tie rod now. Nope, that ain't happening. Bigger hammer. This is not a precursor as to how everything else is going to come apart. Yeah, it's not worth the shit swinging like this. Phone's going to come out of my pocket next. Holy shit. That one's not coming loose. Whew. Usually they just come right loose. That one ain't doing it. Pickle fork and it comes right out of there. Oh, it's hitting the block of fucking wood I got there from the locking it up. Alright. D. Again, and they got the tie rod out. Let's see, now we're gonna get these caps loose. Here. What the hell is that from? On the bottom and then see if it comes out as hard as the other side did. I hope not. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Got some old Kingpins. I have an engine I rebuilt in this strap been here somewhere we can use. Yeah. That's part of the other kingpin. That off. There we go. There, I had some. Oh, we ended up cutting it out just like the other one. Grease out of this when I hit it. Once it doesn't splatter that shit all over me. God hates a coward. Picked up the way I stand and trip on them. Good idea to wear some glasses on these because that hard pin I'm trying to beat this out with will shatter. You don't want that in your eye. Last one I did on the other side, I had it, well, you can see it right here. A piece of that pin come off and it hit me in the arm and I was bleeding there, so just imagine what that'll do to your eyeball. Holy shit, this one's gonna come out. Alright, baby. That is good news. That is such good news to my day. Oh my god, that other one did not come out like that. I mean, I had to cut it out. Oh, that is such good news. That means that I won't be stoved up and sore for a week. Also. Oh, you dirty bastard. Get your ass back. I'll have to tie it in there. Give us an idea of what we need to go back together with. The open end of the bearing goes down when you put it together. Throw that away. Take this in the shop, beat the bushings out of it. Okay. Okay, here's our new kit. We should have seals, lots of shims. What is in here? Oh, those are the seals right there. These two seals here go on the caps. And we got spiral bushings. And there should be another Please let there be another spiral bushing in there. These are the no ream kits. I don't know. I heard a guy the other day that saying he was, I guess there's a guy called the Axle Doctor, and that's all he does is travel around the Northwest and do kingpins. And you take the steering knuckle off, and all he does is knocks the bushings out, and then he puts the new bushings in, reams them to fit the pin, and puts the pin back in, and then you put it all back together. I just don't even comprehend that shit at all. Why wouldn't you just buy the reamer yourself and do it yourself? But whatever. And the other thing, I don't understand why you would even use an old kit with bushings in it, put the spiral no ream kit in it, and you don't have to fuck with it. So real simple fix to that. So I got to get the seals out. Well, they'll come out with the bushings. The lip's facing down on that one, and the lip should be facing up on that one. Okay. You're probably wondering what this tractor's doing back in here. It came back on me. Had a damn snap ring work its way off the shaft and the transmission, and every time that you put it in full drive, the gear that it engaged, it would just slide the gear forward off. You know, it would never mesh because it was just sliding it forward on the shaft because the snap ring didn't stay in the groove. I don't know if I just didn't get it in there all the way, or I changed the snap ring, but I've already gone back together with it. It's going now. Just being a laundry. Much meat to hit here. Okay, that's about where you want it. Let me show you what we got. You don't want to go too far, because you'll knock your seal out down here, but it's flush. That's right where you want it. Okay, let's see if we can do a little better job of putting these in this time. On the other side. Never noticed how goofy my face expressions were until I saw myself on camera doing something. I was like, God damn, look at that goofy bastard. I make all kinds of funny faces when I'm straining. Let's see this. Let's use this in here. Okay, our seal is still there where it needs to be. Alright. We're ready. So I still need to pack this bearing. So what you're going to do here is pack this bearing. I've got my two shims laid out. I measured them from what we were before. can lay your shims up here on the top. And your bearing, once you go in there, you'll have to get your knuckle up there first. But the groove will be down. But we're going to pack this with bearing, and we'll slide it on there and put our kingpin in. Okay, let me go get the stern knuckle. Okay. See, the worst part about doing these is the shim's moving around on you. And then I got the hub on it, so it wants to turn on me. You can do it by leaving the hub on also, but I just didn't want to buy a seal on everything else. Oh, come on. Be good to me. Okay, put your kingpin in. Make sure your flat spots are facing towards your axle, or you can get your wedge pins in there. Okay. Got her started. Turn it so that's square with the axle, my flat spot. Now we've got our gap on the bottom. Slide our bearing in, make sure the groove's down. Okay. You gotta lay on your back and look up to the bottom of the hole to see where that winds up. I think I'm pretty close. I'm in there. Okay. Now I need to see my flat spots. I gotta get a flashlight and shine in there. Okay. Driving on down. I gotta get in my butt here where I can see holes. Kinda hard to tell. Right. Looks to be like we're right there. Pretty close. Let's try to get a wedge pin in it. Okay, they both went facing towards the front. And the short one goes on the top and the long one goes on the bottom. And there goes the camera. Never fails. Alright. Oh, get over here and be good to me. This one will go in further. when you put this one in. The other side did the same thing. I thought I screwed up. That's why I was short a wedge pin in this kit, because I screwed the one up getting it back out, because I thought something was wrong. It wasn't. It's just the way it was. Where's that punch at? Right here. Put your nuts on there. Put your nuts on the end when you get them drilled in. Tighten them. Once you're confident you're in there seated real good, tighten them up to 35 foot-pounds. And after you tighten them up to 35 foot-pounds, tap them again and then torque them again. Well, let's see if we get a bunch of axle slop here now like we were before. Just a tiny, tiny bit. I probably need to put another shim in it. I think I will. I think I'm going to put one more shim in it. Skinniest shim I can find, I'm going to put in there, and then it'll be good to go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop it back off, guys, and put one more shim in there and put it back together. Alright guys, let's get the brake spider, or the S-cam bracket and all that stuff back on there. That one. What we got going on here? Yeah, she's tight on them. Shims. You know what, I think I gotta back that up a little bit. I think there was one, yeah, there was one in between it. I remember right. Yeah. There's one shim in between. So let's pop this cam back out just a ways, and then we'll shove this one shim in here like it was. Oh, never mind, it's in there. So I was okay. I see it, it's still in there. So all these did go here. It's the grease stuck it on there. Alright, then our snap ring. I'm gonna find another bolt, stick in here. Putting 2 lock washers on the same damn bolt, dumb shit. What the hell happened there? Somehow I got her out of whack. There we go. Blind in one eye, can't see out the other. Goggles off here so I can see what in the hell I'm doing. Make sure that I am snap ring seated. Alright, let's tighten these up. Gotta put my ABS sensor back in. Until it touches this back just a little bit. Not too much. There we go. I didn't even think I should have turned that S-cam to where my shoes were going to be sitting in the right spot. I didn't even think about that. Well, I guess that's easy enough. Off hard. If we get it back in there without breaking it. Alright guys, I gotta go find another bolt, get my S-cam in the right spot for my shoes to go in there, put brake shoes and drum on it, put the wheel on her, of course grease it up. I'll be back in a minute. I don't know if you can see anything there or not. Oh. The old brake shoe spring on there. prick. Just be a prick, why don't you? Screw it on there. Don't seem right with this. There it goes. Okay. Put the old tire back on her. Guess I gotta put the drum on it. That might be a good idea. Start the truck up, release some brakes, and just a brake. Well, guys, that's all it is for the T800. I'm gonna cinch the wheel up and grease it. Tell them to come get it. Okay. Well. There she is. She's ready to go.